You see, I believe that America stands at a critical crossroads in our history. See, I believe that we are standing in a place where we are suffering today for the inaction, the procrastination, and the avoidance of decision-making on the part of our leaders, our elected representatives in Washington, D.C. for 20 or 30 years. There isn't one thing about our energy crisis today that wasn't known in the 70s. There isn't one thing about our challenges with healthcare reform that we haven't known for 20 years. There isn't one thing about immigration reform that wasn't known when we first did amnesty and tried that in the 1980s. Ladies and gentlemen, we have wasted years waiting for these issues to reach maturity, to reach the point where they cannot be avoided any further. And I believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, during the next Senate term, America will face a series of critical decisions. And the choices that we make about those policies and those decisions will determine the direction of our nation for 50 years to come. It will determine what kind of nation America is in the generation of our great-grandchildren. This is the time. This is the critical phase when those decisions will finally be made, which will determine the future history of this country. And as we face that time, and as Senator Thune so aptly pointed out to us, what is it that South Dakota can do? And why does it matter what we here in this little place, where we have a population of 750,000 people, where our population represents just 1/4 of 1% of our entire national population? Why does that matter? Because, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States Senate, South Dakota has the same 2 votes as California. We have the same 2 votes as New York. We get the same 2 votes as Texas and Florida and Ohio and all of the big states in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, our voice in the United States Senate counts the same as the voice of all of those other states. And when we're sitting at that table in the United States Senate and South Dakota's voice is being heard and South Dakota's values are being expressed, when our nation is deciding what kind of future, what kind of vision we see for our grandchildren and great-grandchildren's country, how is our voice being expressed?